Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, California Weather Watch. Today's March 16th, and right now we're looking at the visible/infrared satellite imagery, and you can clearly see the low pressure system spinning over northwest Arizona as we speak. This is going to kick off thunderstorm activity again across California, Nevada, portions of Utah, Arizona, and New Mexico here. Had some pretty interesting activity there yesterday, especially across some of Southern California, and we've got that potential here over the next few days as well. If you look up the coastline, you can kind of see the marine there bouncing around. It's off the coast right now, and some nice sunny skies to be had out there across some of central and northern California. You can see the glorious snowpack across the Sierra Nevada and some of the Cascades and Klamath Range out there also. And then we'll take a look at the extended forecast as always as we go through the video here this morning. Sneaker wave risk. Eureka National Weather Service always on the ball here, talking about that potential. Don't be fooled by the sunny skies and some of the small wave activity out there. And with this graphic here, you can see much of the West Coast sneaker waves kill more people than all other weather hazards combined. They can strike seemingly without warning. Sometimes they even come down the sides of the beaches here. It's not like a big breaking wave that just is facing you up and just going to come and threaten to wash you away that way. It's just this kind of rise in the sea level as this long period wave rolls up the coastline here, and they can come with no warning after long periods of quiet surf and smaller waves. So heads up for that. And looking at that offshore wind event, kind of a wrap up here, you can see Mount Diablo hit 72 miles per hour. You can see San Francisco, the international airport, 40. San Jose similar, and Oakland there at 45. Oakland Airport at 47 miles per hour. Here's Sacramento National Weather Service. Like a Saddleback and Hellhole, 71 miles per hour. Duncan, 78. So, yeah, pretty, not a bad wind event there with the offshore winds, and kind of a nice wrap up there by the National Weather Service. And this is Los Angeles again, talking about this again today. They started mentioning it here about Thursday night, but you've been watching the channel. You've been knowing about this threat for well in advance here, and it has verified for sure. The European probably did the best out of all the models as well, kind of showing this potential well in advance. And we are going to do it again here today and probably tomorrow and maybe on in through next week. Also, I'll show you the weather model maps on that here in a moment. We actually had severe thunderstorm warnings that did include Whittier here, and you can see I-5 corridor Norwalk right there also. So yeah, some of these are pretty intense, and we have that potential again for the next couple of days at least. And if we look here, I'm going to put this into motion, and we're going to back this up, and you can kind of see as we go through the day yesterday, you'll notice some of this activity across Southern California and all the lightning strikes, some of Southern Nevada, Arizona here as well. It's a low pressure system just spinning over the region. Look at all these lightning strikes, especially across the higher terrain of Southern California. And again, some of that was off over the lower elevations as well. And then the sun rises this morning, and you can still see the spin in the atmosphere with us. It's going to be with us for the next few days. There's a lot of lightning ongoing as we speak across Texas right now, and it's going to wait for the afternoon. Needs a little bit of heating here before these storms can fire up across the southwest. So more showers today, and this goes through 8 p.m. today, and you can see it does include Las Vegas, some areas north, Mountain Pass, down across some of the desert areas as well. And they've drawn that graphic here talking about that low pressure system on the National Weather Service graphic. And if we look at 10,000 feet, this is what's going on. Again, we got this big bowling ball of cold air above us across much of the southwest, and that's what's kicking off this thunderstorm activity as it just continues to spin. It's going to be moderating here for the next few days, but it's still going to be cool enough aloft where we can kick some showers all the way towards California and portions of Nevada, Arizona, and New Mexico as well, and on into Utah. And if we look at the North American model, this is what the Doppler radar may look like here over the next couple of days. So as we go through the day to day, you can kind of see some of these showers popping up across the desert, maybe across the higher terrain of Southern California. Again, will those drift out over the lowlands? It is a possibility. You could get a thunderstorm near Vegas, out across some central and southern Nevada there, Arizona, New Mexico, getting some nice rainfall out of this also. And then we go on in through Sunday afternoon. And some of the models, like the North American, doesn't show much coming back Sunday. The disagrees with that though, but you can still see the low pressure is going to be spinning there as well. And we go on into Monday, and you can kind of see, can't rule out some of the shower activity popping off across some of the California as well, which would be in the form of thunderstorm activity. Now, if we look at the HER, this is the 12Z run. It goes out 48 hours. So as we go through the day today, look at some of this activity across Southeast California. The higher terrain, look at some of these. These could even be strong or severe here moving down across the area. And then we kind of go through the overnight hours. We cut the thunderstorm activity off, but then we bring it back again Sunday afternoon. And look at this activity again. Maybe some of those will drift out over the lower elevations. Who knows? And that's going to be with us here for a few days. So heads up for that. Eyes on the sky across Southern California, Arizona, Southern Nevada, New Mexico, Utah, Utah and portions of southwest Colorado. And if we look at the HRRR with the lightning flash density potential, you'll clearly see the spin in the atmosphere right there. And as we get that afternoon heating, again, we got some deadly lightning potential out here across Southern California, Arizona, Nevada, and this is going to be spinning with us the next few days. And as we go through Sunday afternoon, you'll see it pop up again there. So heads up, eyes on the sky. Keep that in the back of your mind. Now, looking at the Thunderstorm Storm Prediction Center, now they've reintroduced this here for today, and you can kind of see where they have it across Arizona into Nevada here, Utah, New Mexico, and Colorado. And here's day 2. They keep that threat going. Now they're finally on board here. I talked about this for the last few days, and they're finally starting to fill this in. And then day 3, they continue this, even up towards some of Central California and the coastal region. So we'll see how that develops over the next couple of days. No promises on that just yet. But if we look at the European total precipitation in inches, and we just kind of watch this go through this afternoon, you can see that thunderstorm potential there. And then we go through Sunday, we're going to throw some precipitation on top of that. And then through Monday as well, you can kind of see a little bit of activity continuing on and through Monday afternoon also. So yeah, we got probably another 3 days at least of some of this potential for thunderstorm activity. Now looking at the GFS, this is last night's run. I want to kind of look ahead to the future a little bit. You can see the upper level low kind of sitting with us here, kicking up that precipitation as we go through Monday. And you can see even on through Tuesday, it's still showing some of that precip occurring. And then Wednesday, still some showers for portions of Arizona, maybe kicking off a shower across California. We'll see how that goes. But then we get another system that starts to impact here. A trough tries to redevelop here towards the end of the week across Pacific Northwest. It may include California here. We'll be watching that system here. It might be hanging out with us for a bit as we go through the weekend. And then as we go through the extended, it's still March here. I got to remind you. So we could still have some storm systems rolling in here towards the end of March. And we'll be watching that day by day and breaking it down. Here's the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook. This is starting to get towards March 25th, and it does include portions of California here. Here's the 6 to 10 day precipitation. They clearly starting to draw attention to that trough and above average precipitation totals here for the Southwest. And here's 8 to 14 day, much of the West below average through March 29th. And same thing with 8 to 14 day precipitation. I like looking at the snow water equivalent. We are above normal, doing pretty good across the Sierra Nevada as of right now. Actually, that's central. Let's go to entire state. Something similar there. But yeah, heads up, eyes on the sky, you guys. You'll see the clouds out there right now, and just waiting for that afternoon heating before these storms start to fire again. Potential heavy rain and some very dangerous lightning out there, maybe some gusty winds and some small hail and some of those showers also. So anyway, hope you guys are liking these videos. Click like and subscribe. We'll do this again tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys then.